Hi there, all my fabulous Pisces and Pisces rising. This is your general forecast for the super dynamic month of September. Important for you. You are one of the mutable signs, so I can't wait to share everything that's happening. I have a daughter that is Pisces, and a lot of you Pisces have been so supportive on my channel here. So thank you for subscribing and spending time with me so that I can share my passion of this beautiful language of astrology, this mathematical quantum physics, just super intuitive, just a whole mix of mystery and math put together. It's really incredible. But you can reach out to me too on Instagram, Kimberly Knox. Check me out. I have some cool inspirations, and I blend it with what's happening with the energy on some important days, and then also sharing some of my health stuff with you all. So let's get down to what's going on with Pisces. You guys have had your ruler Neptune in your sign for quite a while now, and that just gives you so much, your first house, so much extra romantic, juicy, just just beauty and romance and dreamy type of character. It can also, Neptune can dissolve, can make you forget. It's your extra Pisces right now. As far as acting or being an actor, it's just fabulous. But the downside of all that is deception and lies and things like that. So don't get caught up in that negative type of energy with that going on. You're the ruler. You have two rulers. So does Aquarius. So does is because the outer planets weren't around at some point. So the majority, so the Neptune, the Uranus, and the Pluto, the rulers of those sign rulers. Now you have two rulers. Your secondary ruler is Jupiter. Pisces generally gets along great with Sagittarians, and this is probably one of the reasons why. Very accepting, open, compassionate. Your mutable sign as well. All of the mutable signs have their angles in a dynamic twist now. And because we have a dynamic mutable T-square, I wanted to make sure that, I got your reading done here too, your predictions done. So what do we have going on? You've had Saturn just bringing you a lot of hard work, but success in your career zone. Now, Saturn is the teacher planet. It is the planet that where you work really hard. If you're studying really hard, you're going to get an A. The work and effort that you put in, you get back. It's a planet also. It's a karmic type of planet. So what you give, you get back in this regard. Work and effort that you put in is asking you to create structure now. And Pisces likes to kind of go with the flow a little bit. You can also work super hard. Your opposite sign is Virgo. So Pisces, you have the ability to really put it out there at times, and you just really know, if you're in your essence, you really know how to take time off and pamper and self-care and meditate and yoga it and to work really hard. It's that whole access. You've got it down. And sometimes you don't even sweat the small stuff because you're just, you're doing your thing. And you need your downtime as well, because that's how you recuperate. So, Pisces, this is so, just a really great time for you. Mars has been also in your career zone since August the 2nd, bringing you energy, action, possible arguments. Don't do that. But utilize the energy really to go forward with assertiveness for what you need and what you want, setting boundaries. August the 24th, that's when Saturn and Mars came together in your career zone, and this would have been a time. Every 2 years, Mars comes together because it takes 2 years to go all the way around with Saturn. So it's setting up, the work that you need to do in this sector of your life for the next 2 years. Where are you planting the seeds? Where is that that energy point source coming from. So you've got all of you're sitting at your highest point now. You're being seen for the professional that you are. So put your best foot forward always. Right now you're also in relationship time. All of your angles are being affected. These are the big angles. This is yourself, your physical body, your relationship, your career, and your home life. The mutable T-squares. There's two, this lunar eclipse, this solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse coming up on September the 16th represents a T-square. That T-square needs an empty leg. It's two squares. And this dynamic. So if you happen to have any planets in Gemini, Moon, Venus, you can have Venus there. No, you probably wouldn't have Venus there, but you could have the Moon there. Venus only travels 46 degrees, front or back. So that's why you need your own particular natal chart. These are general readings, and a lot of the stuff is going to sound true, and you definitely want to read your rising sign, but a personalized reading takes into account your particular mathematical moment of birth, so you have your own angles. Okay, but your fourth house of home is going to be that offshoot. So perhaps this is where you're going to have to go to rest and recuperate, since you've got so much going on at work and the demands of work, and then dynamic of things going on with your relationship. New ways that you're communicating in your partnership. Maybe you have a business partnership, or with your primary partner in relationships. Jupiter has been over there in your relationship house for the last year, bringing you an amazing partner, someone who's expansive, possibly wealthy, just someone who's growth oriented, that helps you to grow and that you feel that from. That's going to be leaving that sector on September the 9th. So September the 9th, your secondary ruler goes into Libra. So you and Sagittarius both benefit from this. It's going to feel much better with Jupiter expanding in the sign of Libra, which wants us to get along with others, to be social, to be kind, to be friendly. And any of your Libra friends or Libra rising friends are going to be benefiting the next year from Jupiter. This is a big time for them. Once every 12 years, Jupiter comes to your sign. Once every 12 years, it comes opposite your sign. So these are big times for you personally, and then in relationships. So for you and everyone, it's about relating with others, gaining cooperation, diplomacy, learning to get along with others, learning about the fair give and take of relationships. It's exciting. I really love where this month is going. Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde in your partnership and relationship zone. 2 days ago, Mercury went retrograde. So perhaps you've got some things coming up that you're discussing with your in your main relationship, and you just have to voice different things. You're learning about different things. You guys are talking more maybe about stuff, or maybe there's something that he does or she does that you don't really like, and you're gonna find ways to deal with that, and because that's what relationships are about. It's about that give and take, and about communication, and that's going to be coming through. All right, so what are some of the other big things here before we move on? You've already got Venus in your intimacy portion of your chart, so that can benefit your partnerships. I gotta move my chair. I'm sorry, 2 times here. So this solar eclipse, Venus. Virgo. What is Virgo all about? Virgo is about taking the best of what we have, fine-tuning, perfecting things, getting to our list, doing the work, sorting things out, getting our routine back together, eating better, researching health better. All of these things, our daily routine picks up editing, sorting things out. Perhaps we started a new job, the kids went back to school. All your schedules are having to be adjusted. It's just getting all these things in line. Virgo in the body represents our assimilation, our ability to eat food, absorb, assimilate, and eliminate what's not useful. That's what we're doing right now on our desk, in our work, in our workplace. We're perfecting and we're eliminating what's no longer useful. Okay. Tomorrow, Mercury and Jupiter are coming together. Since Jupiter is your secondary ruler, this is big, it's exciting, and for you it's in your relationship area or a business partnership area or with the public, if you're dealing with the public a lot. These are your clients. So Mercury together with Jupiter is expansion. It's bringing things bigger, and we're excited. We know what we need to do, so it's still pleasant. But it's optimistic. So our mind is, positive. We're looking forward to the future in this respect. September the 3rd is a great day. You're always romantic, Pisces. So when Moon and Venus come together each month now, all the way through January the 13th, when Venus is going to be sitting high in wholeness, we're bringing forward something. Libra. So celebrate this weekend, have some quiet moments, some romantic moments together. Socializing, doing things with others or with your partner. It's really special. We've got first quarter, September the 9th. That's when Jupiter goes into Libra. We're celebrating that day. You'll feel the shift of energy that day. Action is required here. So perhaps whatever you've been discussing with your partner, new ways of doing things or discussing things, or whatever you guys have going on, business, personal, or things with clients, then you're making things, you're taking a step out. There's some action that happens. So whatever's going on right now, and now's the time to get your intentions voiced out. Tomorrow, you want to voice them out, and those things have to do with Virgo associations. Everything that I was just talking about, your routine, how you're eating, your workout routine, your fitness routine, and then because it's in your 7th house, it'll be about relationships or any other goals that you have. It's time to lay those intentions out because they have a bigger chance of coming to fruition when the energy is great. That's why the planting cycle works better when you plant seeds at a new moon and watch them grow. Or you get your hair cut around a fertile time in a new moon, things like that. Okay, September the 10th. This is Saturn squaring Neptune from your 1st to your 10th house. You wouldn't want to be caught in any lies around work, but what it's doing is that, this whole part of your persona, that's Neptune, is being given structure around your career. So digest that any way that it fits you, because it's really about structure to a dream, and Pisces are the ultimate dreamers. You can visualize. You believe in what you can't yet see. You believe it, and that's the whole thing about going forward. That's the whole Neptune thing. That's the whole meditation. That's the whole intuition. That's the whole being able to feel things that other people can't feel. Ultra sensitive Pisces are. You need to be near the water, salt water, going to the ocean, taking an Epsom salts bath to allow, sometimes you absorb too much from other people, but you're very intuitive in that respect. So it can be also the reveal of deception and lies around this time. So let's just watch out for that. September the 11th for everyone I love, and that's Venus square Pluto. Okay, so when Venus and Pluto come together, we put out the seed of, this is what I really want to happen from a passionate standpoint. I know what my passions are. I'm going to go forward with them. Around money issues, there's little power plays that go on, and then there can also be some shifts of, like I said, some power plays with money, powerful positioning with money, jealousy in relationships, or passion in relationships. Take it any way you want it. I like to take the high road and just be wary of that. But you can't control, other people, only yourself and only your reactions to other people. September the 12th is a big day for everyone. This is when we've got Mercury joining the Sun. Mercury also squares Mars. That's up in your career zone. So watch out, getting into any arguments with clients or in the business place. And but you're going to have some information by this time, because it's called the inferior conjunction. The CEO of the chart, the Sun, meets up with the Mercury, the messenger, as it's backing over. So it's got time to do this. And if you watch my Mercury retrograde video, you'll know kind of these patterns and what it's helping us with. These are great times. We are reconsidering something. We are making things better. We're getting new information so that we can build deeper and better and go forward in great ways. So the lunar eclipse is happening in your sign, Pisces, 24 degrees Pisces. It's actually right on my daughter's sun, so we'll see how this happens for her. And it's square to Mars. And so this is going to be setting off your body, your physical body, the hard work that you've got going on up in your career area, and then the empty leg down in your home life chart, your section of where you need to recoup and where you need to go to rest and recuperate and just have time away. So look for the 16th. It's going to be dynamic because Mars is there. Just watch. Mars gets you in, squares get you into a project, and Mars make you take action. But Mars can also bring aggression. But Mars can bring assertiveness. So be assertive where you need instead of aggressive. And watch being reactive when Mars is around. But around the world, you may see some violence or aggression happen because the eclipse is triggered. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not, some type of weather disturbance again, but that's what happens sometimes when the big outer planets or eclipses are triggered. September the 18th, your ruler, Jupiter, with Libra, 2 degrees, at this point of this colossal black hole it's near the Milky Way. So there's this dump of electromagnetic energy that comes around when these points are activated. So let's see what happens here. But be open for gifts to come to you. Of course Pisces is. You're open. You're open to things that other people never could be, because of you're just open to receive. Your mind is open philosophically and mentally. And a lot of you are very psychic. And if you have those kind of gifts, now's the time to really let them flow. It's beautiful. September the 20th through the 23rd, Mercury, Pluto. Pluto's over in your 11th house of goals and wishes, groups that you're involved with, and friends, powerful friends. Mercury's in a trine from your 7th house. This is your 7th house, has to do with your partnerships again, like I said, or it's the public. It's all your clients. It's an attorney that you're dealing with, or a doctor that you're dealing with, whoever you're dealing with. So there's this powerful conversation going on at this time. The 23rd of September, make this a hot date night. Venus goes into Scorpio around this time. So all Libras and Libra risings are taking on this Scorpio kind of energy. Taurus and Taurus rising as well. Since it's dual rulership, make it a really hot date night though, because it's Friday and it's a Venus night, and that's good, and Pisces likes that romantic time. September the 26th, we've got Sun joining Jupiter. Everybody, it's an expansive time for Leos, but also for Sagittarius and for Pisces. You're going to be feeling confident and expansive. At the same time, Pluto goes forward. It's a shift of energy. So be open to digest what's happening on this day. But planting seeds around expansion in Jupiter, Libra type of issues, cooperation with other people, relationships, relating fair and balanced ways, who you need to gain cooperation from to go forward in positive ways. September the 27th, Mars goes into Capricorn. So this is going to be your house of networking and friendships. Don't get into arguments where Mars is. Arguments and accidents are always a possibility where Mars is. So just watch during this time, especially October the 19th when Mars and Pluto come together. Use this in powerful ways to transform, not like manipulative or over controlling kind of energy. So you might be meeting someone around that time that's like that. But go forward and join new groups, have fun with friends. This is the Mars in that area. Explore that area, put energy into that. So September the 30th, winding down the month, we've got this new moon in Libra. That's your 8th house. This is intimacy. This is also, when you're letting go of things, it's also surgery time. So if you're not taking care of your physical body like you should be, then perhaps this is a time when you're going to need some form of surgery during Libra time. But I like to see, like, if you do have a partner, it's a time when you can be more intimate with them, try out new things that build more intimacy, sexuality, explore new things with sexuality. And Venus trines Neptune. Beautiful day. Write this down in your book. This is October the 1st. So this is right at this new moon in Libra. So really, this is a really romantic time for you. So indulge around this time. October the 3rd, a few days later, Moon and Venus together in Scorpio. So if you travel somewhere, because this is your long distance place, house, 9th house, if you're going away on a trip together, it would be very, very special. Perhaps you meet somebody while you're traveling, but make this a special day. October the 6th, Mercury is back to 29 degrees of Virgo in your 7th house. We've got all the answers that we need, hopefully, at this time. And then it goes on to your 8th house. Mercury does, so now your thoughts are all around 8th house issues. Now, 8th house could also be joint money. You're taking out a loan, mortgages, dealing with taxation, as well as intimacy, but that's the fun part, So, the last time that Mercury and Jupiter are coming together are October the 11th. And this is going to be in your 8th house. So whatever you're working on with this Mercury retrograde, getting the information that you need, then it's going to benefit your close associations and partnerships. Okay, Pisces, we're going to end up with some stones that are reflective here. You've got Saturn up in your 10th house. Very strong. It's very grounding. So it can also reflect negativity from other people that you may be getting, which is good. Obsidian is a really good stone for that. You want to clarify your concentration in your mindset, especially with this Mercury going on. And it's good because you're Neptune and you've got Neptune in your sign. So tiger's eye, carnelian, those are really great for concentration. Look for other crystals that help you with that, and also to uplift your energy in those ways. I love diffusing essential oils. It's excellent to breathe this in, and some of the ones that are really good at uplifting are orange, really great for your lungs, or the eucalyptus, mixture of peppermint with different peppermint and orange taste. It smells really good. Tastes, I know. I do drink I drink water with some of because they're very high quality oils. But I like to diffuse. I'm diffusing RC. It's a really great blend. It's really invigorating to breathe in. If you've got any troubles with your air, the air quality in Florida, sometimes there's mold. Purification's excellent for that. This is an amazing blend. Ask me about them if you're interested. I'll share. So Pisces, I'm excited for you. You guys are sweet, you're kind, you're super hardworking, and you've got a really dynamic month coming up. And this lunar eclipse in your 1st house, all the work you've been doing on yourself is bringing it up. It may be bringing up your time, though, that you need to spend more self-care, with yourself. Or take a look at your self-image and what you can do to raise that to the next level, or to just stand there and do your selfies because you're like really digging how everything is with you. So have a fabulous month, Pisces, and I'll see you next month.